Hello everyone, it's Prajwal Pathak this side and watching my YouTube channel pyGuru. Friends, this is the last tutorial in our Dino clone game development series using Python and pygame. Now this is kind of an optional video and here we'll be learning how can we add cheat codes to our game. Okay, so will be an interesting video and you will learn how to add cheat codes to your games using pygame. So let's get started. So before that, let's see. Our game has been completed completely. Okay, so this is our entire game and everything works fine. There's one issue that I want to fix in this particular tutorial. If I keep pressing the space key, my dino keeps jumping, and I do not want that. I want that whenever I want to jump, I have to press the space key. So it can be easily fixed. The only thing that we have to do is we have to just copy this particular line and paste it here. Okay, and with this the issue will be fixed. Now you have to press space key every time in order to jump. However, we do not want that for ducking. Okay, we want whenever we have pressed the down key, by the time till the time we have pressed the down arrow key, the dino should duck. Okay, so this is what happening currently in our game. Now let's move further and try to add cheat codes in our game. So for this, there are few things that we want to add. Now see what are cheat codes. I hope you already have used several cheat codes in the games, in PC games you have been playing. For example, if you have played GTA SA, there are lots of cheat codes and we can just type these codes and we get some features included in our game. So this is what we will be doing in this particular tutorial. So here I'll add a different section for cheat codes. So cheat codes, and here we will write the code for cheat codes. Okay. So the first of all, I want to create an empty list keys which will store all the keyboard presses that I am pressing on my keyboard, all the keys that I am pressing on my keyboard. Okay. So if you see in the while loop here in the inside event handling loop, this is the part where we are checking for what particular key we are pressing on our keyboard. So this is where we can check what particular key we are pressing. Okay. We will just come down here below the event.key equals pygame.key down. Here we are particularly checking for ducking. Now let's see what particular keys we are pressing. So what I will do is I will create a variable key. Now this is different from keys list. Here I'll just we have a method here by which we can print the name of the key that we are pressing. So pygame.key.name, this is a function which can print what particular key we are pressing on our keyboard. And here you have to pass event.key. Remember, this will only work when you are checking for event.type equals pygame.key down or pygame.key up. And then we can just print key. And let me just run this game once again and let's see what particular keys we are pressing. Here we will show the get the output. So if I press space, here it's printing space. If I press E, R, T like this, these keys are being printed whatever key I press here. Okay, so this is what we need. Here the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to append this key to our keys list that we have just created. So keys dot append key. Now see for this particular game, all my keys or cheat codes are of 7 letters. Okay, all my cheat codes are 7 letters. So what I want to do is I want to fetch only the last 7 elements of this keys list. I do not want to know all the content of the keys list. Since we keep pressing the keys, the content of our keys list will grow. We know that. So what I want is I only want to get the last 7 letters of my keys list. For example, the last 7 keys that I have pressed here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the last 7 things that I have pressed on my keys. So I want only the last 7 things because the length of all the cheat codes is 7. That's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice my keys list like this. And here I'll pass -7 and till the end. So what it will do is it will start slicing my keys list from the index -7, which is from the last of the keys list. Okay, and up till the end. So it will give me this last 7 things. Okay. So yes, now we can check for what particular keys were being printed on our game. So here let me create first some cheat codes here. So the first cheat code that I want to implement in my game is a God mode. And what will happen in God mode, if you press the God mode, Here my cheat codes will be in capital letter. Currently it will be false. It will start from false initially. What will happen in God mode? If God mode is active, you will not die even if you test the cactus or the Terra. So that's what we are going to implement. Here we are going to check if we have pressed the God mode. For this you can do a join. So if dot join, I hope you already know the join method of the strings or the list. It takes particularly these elements and return a string by joining them. So if join dot, here you to pass a keys list, okay, like this, and then I'm just going to make this string to uppercase is equal to God mode, like this, God mode. Then we are just going to make the God mode variable true. But instead of writing true manually, I'm just going to use the not variable, not operator. So not God mode. What it will do is, the first time you press the God mode, or if you type the God mode on your keyboard, our God mode variable will become true. The next time you type God mode on your keyboard, our God mode variable will become false. So it will happen automatically. We do not have to write any further code for this. So let's try implementing the God mode. Since now our God mode can get true or false, the only thing that we have to check is here. We'll just come down and check for God mode here. Here. If not God mode, it means if God mode is false, then only we are going to check for collision detection. That's it. Okay. If it's true, then we do not have to check any collision detection. Our Dino will keep running. So let's just try running this game once again and let's see if this cheat is working. So if I just press the space key, the game starts and here I get out. So what's the reason for this? The reason maybe, okay, I didn't type God mode, sorry, it's my fault. I created a cheat but didn't type it. So let me just type God mode first. So God mode, I have typed it. Now let's play the game once again and let's see if it's working or not. Yes, so see, there's no collision detection happening. So this will keep running until you press the escape key or close this game. Okay, so this is how you can turn on the God mode. Again, if you want to turn it off, just type God mode and it will turn off. Yes, see, so it just turned off. The next cheat code that we want to apply is it will be, let's say, a day mode. It will be responsible for changing our background from dark to white, light. Okay, so we have created another variable day mode and initialize it with false. Here we will check for another type of if the last 7 elements of my list is equal on joining is equal to day mode, then we are just going to make our day mode variable true or false. Okay, so here I just change it. Day mode looks good. Now what will happen in day mode? If you press the day mode, the background will change to white. Okay, so we have to check it here. So currently we are filling our window with gray color. I want that whenever if day mode is active, so we can write it like this. If day mode is true, then we want to fill our window. So win.fill with white color. Else we can fill it with gray color. That's all. So this would be our second cheat. So this is, so if I just type day mode now, yes, so background changed. Okay, so it looks good. Again, if I just press day mode, it changes back to dark. Day mode, yes, so it's working fine. So the next cheat that we want to implement is let's say I want a particular cheat which can automate my Dino. Currently we have to manually press the space key or up key for jumping and down key for ducking. I want to automate this thing. So I will create another type of cheat here and I will give it a name like this. Light Yagami. So it's simply an enemy character. You do not have to think. You can give your cheat code any name. Currently this program will work for if your cheat code is of length 7 letters. Okay. So here we can check for another type of cheat code. We have to just check it for here like this and we will check for L Yagami. And if you do not know about Yagami, you can check Death Note anime series. So we will just make the Yagami variable true or false. That's it. Now we have to implement the working of it. Once again, if your cheat code is not of 7 letters in length, what you have to do is you have to just do this here. For example, if your cheat code is of 4 letters in length, you have to type it like this, -4 like this. Okay, inside this particular join method. That's all. But since all our cheats are of 7 letters in length, that's why I have done it outside. So yes, this is it. The next thing that we want to do is implement the Yagami mode. So in this particular mode, our Dino will work automatically. So we have to think of a way by which we can make our Dino jump automatically or duck automatically. So what we will do is we will come inside the collision detection method. Here we are checking if our cactus is colliding with our particular these things. Okay, either our Dino is colliding with cactus or Terra. Here we can check for our particular thing. So here we will write first of all if Yagami mode is active, then what I want to do is I want to calculate the distance between my cactus and Dino. Okay, so here I'll create a variable dx. You can just give it a name. So cactus, we are getting this cactus from this for loop for cactus in cactus group. So cactus.rect.x. Okay, so I will subtract it from dino.rect.x. So here I have subtracted the position of our Dino from my cactus. So here I will write the if condition if dx is less than if 0 less than equal to dx less than equal to 70. It means if the value of dx is in between 0 to 70, then we have to jump. That is all. Okay, so all we have to do is we have to make our jump variable true. In the now our Dino will automatically jump. Okay, so yes, this is it. There's one more thing that I want to implement is but I will talk about it later. Again, let's come inside the Terra group, and here we have again we have to check for Yagami mode. So let me just copy this particular line here and paste it here. So if Yagami, again we will find the distance between our Terra and the Dino. So Terra.rect.x like this minus Dino.rect.x. Here if the length of if the distance between my Dino and the Terra is in between 0 to 70, then see there are two possible positions of our Terra. Our bird can be at two possible positions. Let me just go to the code where we are generating our Terra. So yes, our Terra can be at particular this position 85 pixels or this at 130 pixels. So we have to take care of this particular thing. Either we have to duck. Okay, if the Terra is just above the ground, we have to jump above it. Otherwise, we have to duck. Okay, so this thing we have to code. So we can do it here. We can put a if condition if Dino.rect.top. It means if the y position of our Dino is less than equal to the y position of our Terra, then we can make jump variable equals 2. What does this mean? If the head of our Dino is greater if the head of our Dino is less than the head of our Terra, then we can just jump. Let me just explain it by showing the image. Okay, so see, this is a Terra and there will be a Dino standing here, and let's say the distance is between 0 to 70. What I am checking is if the head of a Dino, let's say it's here, if the head of Dino is less than, in pygame, less than means it's above, okay, and greater than means it's below. So if the y position of our Dino is less than the y position of our Terra, y position of Terra is this particular thing, then what we have to do, we have to jump above it. Otherwise, what you have to do, we have to duck below it. Okay, so this is the thing that we are coding. So yes, if Dino.rect.top is less than Terra.rect.top, we have to make jump variable true, else we have to make duck variable true. That's it. So everything looks good. We can just now play this game once again and let's see if it's working or not. we have some issue. Let's fix it. Where is this particular issue? Here. Okay, I have to indent my jump variable. If I just run this game once again, and the mode was Yel Yagami. Let me just check. I have typed this particular cheat code. Yes, so it's working fine. Let's see if we get the Terra. Yes, so it's working fine. It just jumped about the Terra. Okay, and yes, so it did also automatically. But here we got an issue. It ducked, then it keep ducking. Okay, we have to make it false. We have to think of some way by which it can get false. We have only implemented to duck it, but we are not making our duck variable false. So it's very easy. Just come here, else make the duck variable false. It means if the distance of our Dino and the Terra is greater than 70, then we can just make our duck variable back to false. That's it. Now it will work fine if you run the game. There are 3 more cheat codes that I want to implement, and they are easy, and they do not need any kind of variables here to create. The first that I want to implement is, let's say I want to create a cheat code by which we can increase our score. So we are just going to check here. My cheat code name will be I am rich. So I am rich, like this. What it will do is it will make our score variable increase by 10,000. You can just increase by any value that you want. If you want to increase by 999 value, you can just increase it like this. I want to add 10,000 to my score variable whenever I type this particular cheat code. So this will do the job. Now let's I have one other cheat code that I want to implement, and that is equal to high score, which is this high score. Now this cheat code is case insensitive. It doesn't matter if you type in capital letters or small letters, it will still work fine. Whenever I press the high score, whenever I type high score on my screen, I want to make my high score variable equal to 99999. So I can just change this value. Yes, so it looks good now. We have implemented these 2 cheat codes. Now let's see if it works or not. So this is my thing. So let me just get out. Now what I want to do is I want to make increase my first of all let me just replay this game. So currently our high score is 37. Score is this. Okay, so it looks good. I am rich. So see, 10,000 was added to my game. I am rich. So 10,000 was still added. So our now high score is now become 20,133. You can just type I am rich and it will keep increasing score. The another cheat code is high score. If you type this, our high score will become 99999. It looks good. The final cheat code that I want to implement is speed up cheat code. It will just speed up my game a little. Yes. So by speed up, I remembered one more thing that I wanted to implement and I forgot. So the cheat code is this thing, speed up. Again, it is of 7 letters. What it will do is it will just increase the value of our speed variable by 2. Now, if you just keep playing this game, you will see it. So if I just type speed up, speed up, speed up, and play this game, you will see my game runs quite fast. So it's work fine. Okay. You can again press the speed up to run fast, and there's no cheat code for decreasing the speed. So you have to get out in order to decrease your speed. Okay, so when you get out, this speed will be reset back to 5 inside this reset function. Yes, here. So the last thing, so this is it for this video. The only thing that I wanted to implement here is it will be inside here plus score by 100. Yes, so here. See, we are checking for is the length, the distance between our Terra, if the distance between our cactus and this cactus and Dino is between 0 to 70. I want to add one more thing here, plus score by 100. Now it has a special meaning. See, with the game, the speed of our game will increase. With time, the speed of our game will keep increasing. Okay, so you will see once your score reaches around 600 or 650, this particular code will not work for your game. Okay, you will just get out because we will have very short amount of time to jump. So here I have added one extra thing, score divided by 100. So let's say if our score is 600 and divided by 100 is 6, so it will become 76. That's it. Okay. However, it will not keep for very long. Again, you will again get out at 900. So if you want, you can just make it 50 like this, and our Dino will can run more. So this is up to you, and this is the end of this tutorial series. So I hope you learned, you enjoyed learning, creating this particular game. You have learned a lot of things. So yes, this is it. The next game that will be coding will be simple tic-tac-toe game. Okay. Now we'll move toward the board games. We have created the arcade games. Now let's move toward the board games. Okay. And there are lots of games that we'll be covering on this channel. So if you're new to this channel, just subscribe it, like this video, and yes, see you in next tutorial series.